me find it out for myself.
Majma! Hi everyone. How's everyone doing today? We have an interesting stream planned today, and this is one where I expect you guys to spam the save command, or save redeem, because we're going to be working on Tanny's hair. We're going to be coloring it, and if the Substance Fader decides to crash again, that's going to be a problem, because it's done that before. Okay, I didn't mean right this second. That's a bit early. Yes, I'm doing pretty good. Weirdly nervous for a stream that is just what I've done before, but we're here. We're doing stuff. Also, let me... yeah, that helps. There we go. Right. And then, yes, hi Silver, hi Lemonade, hi Eternal. I think I saw a false bone in here as well. Yes. I really need to actually set up that command that just says hi, so I can make sure that I say hi to everyone who wants to be said hi to. We've never had brisket. I don't know why I'm nervous. That's the thing. I think it's just anxiety flaring today, which is weird because not much has happened. Like, it has been reasonably uneventful for how days normally go. And actually the sky is really pretty outside right now, but that's that's neither here nor there. Let me pull up this one. Yes, you guys are already helping with anxiety. Yeah, there is tons of snow. Ooh, head pat. Yeah. It is kind of funny that the head pat does actually legitimately help with anxiety, because it is just one of those take a second and breathe ones. It's nice. You're gonna build a tomb out of snow? Like an igloo or something else? So let's see, what do we need to actually do with this hair? I think first we need to section out what the different pieces are, like we did with the lobsters, where we sectioned out the eyes from everything else. So we will create a group first, and we will call this group just hair base. And then we'll stick this layer and that one. Actually, no, we don't even need this layer, because we need a fill layer. And this fill layer just needs to be color, nothing else, which it is. And we can set that to the color of Tanny's hair, which I already had done. Hi, Tanny! Welcome in. Yes, so now that we have that set, now we can do the add a mask, and we want to add a white mask, because this should cover most things. We just need it to not cover, like, these doohickeys, those little guys, and the, like, big swirly bits, nor the confetti and stuff. But if we go look at the texture side of it, 2D only, there we go. You can see what Tanny's hair looks like broken down, which is a little bit ridiculous. But we know these bits are not hair. Those are the frickin' doohickey. Oh, dang it, I just realized that we do not have that set to set to be on texture side. So we need to align that to UVs, size, space, texture.
I forgot that my avatar is colors I can see.
Yes, your avatar is colors you can see, specifically because it's your avatar. Why do you feel like Tannis here is calling you names in languages in a language you've never seen? And if Tanny knew frickin' Haywen, I'd say it was in Haywen, but I don't think they do. I need to reduce the size. There we go. That's a lot better. That gives us more control. Zoom out and look at it. It's a sentence. All right, hang on. Let me get that bit, and then we'll zoom out.
I'm
mean,
Japanese,
kind of.
if that says anything.
Well, I assume they've seen Japanese is the thing. Also, let me turn down my music a little bit, I think. There we go. It does kind of look like hieroglyphics. A little bit. Not too much, though. I think runic might be more accurate or something, where it's like very basic shapes. Because hieroglyphics are typically more complicated, but like not really. I don't know how to explain it. Because they're simplified drawings, but there's still many of them. Mandalorian? I have never actually seen Mandalorian, so I cannot say for certain how that fits in. And then... Wait, which one is this one? Oh, right, I normally remove this one. Remove this one from my queue. Because we don't need cult vibes here right now. That's a different stream. I mean, I know it's Star Wars. I got that much. I've just never seen it. I mean, I can go Google it. I guess I might as well. It's Mandalorian language. What does this look like? Yeah, it does look like Mandalorian. we will just assume that Tanny's hair is written in Mandalorian for some reason. That's just how the UV's generated. Get these. It's gonna be interesting when we actually separate out the sprinkles. Hang on, where are the other sprinkles? Surely there are more.
For the glory
Yeah,
of Mandalore, I guess.
Is that the... Are they people you agreed with, Tanny? I have no idea. I have no idea about any of the Mandalorian, like, stuff. So I have zero idea. It is a very "are you winning, son" type moment there. There we go. Got that bit. And then this bit I think we need to add back.
One half wants peace, the other are conquerors that have had species put to extinction, so not really.
I mean, fair? I guess that would make it hard to support. I think we're missing which one was the side of the hair clip. So if we go look at this, yeah, we've got all of the sprinkles, but that little side is what we're missing. We somehow got parts of it, which confuses the heck. Oh wait, no, we didn't get parts of it, because that is doing that has the edges determined by the geometry edges, which we want it to be based off of UV edges, which is a setting somewhere I've forgotten. You can eat some rocks in moderation, not many. And I've not seen any PC issues today, but I did make sure to restart my computer like 30 minutes before stream. So I've at least gotten ahead of it today. We'll see if it pops up again later.
I shall devour sand.
Do not eat sand. Why has the side of your leg been feeling weird, Lemonade? Where is that setting? I know there was a setting for that. Was it under shader settings? 1, 2, 3. All right. Yeah, sand is not yummy. Sand is not good. You woke up with it? Yeah, sleeping weird is very common. Let me quickly Google where this setting is. And there's Sandy having fun. UV instead of geometry. Edge is that gonna tell us? UV borders. Where is that setting? Bridge generator for mask. No. I swear it was. Mask editor, maybe? Oh no, it's the UV padding. Change to UV space shader in texture settings. Okay, where are texture settings? Do I remember that much? Oh, hang on, texture set settings. I think it's over here. Where is it? There it is. So this is 3D Space Neighbor, and now there is UV Space Neighbor, and now it's all nice and clean. Oh yeah, that is a very weird feeling, Lemonade. And why am I getting shaken with salt? I'm not that salty. Alright, so now I need to... Oh, I need other thingy. Put that to black. And now we can mark... Come on. Oh, meh. Well, I technically flipped the box. This was not what I intended, to say the least. Let me also fix that. Probably there. Yes, I tend to end up wearing the box more often than not. Alright, come on. Okay, why does that keep resetting to white? It should be black. There we go. Okay, so that one's now marked, and that one's now marked. Now we just need to find where those are in the 2D only textures. So what is partially covered? I think I see it down here. Yeah, so this is one. So we're looking for another one that looks like this when we go and try and do the other one. Because that is part of the hair clip. Ah, it's right here. I'll hydrate in just a second. Let me finish coloring this. There we go. Got that. And hi, Crisp. But yeah, I don't think I could go anywhere without my phone either. Not unless I was actively trying to hide from someone. Also, I forgot I can put Tanny's design on the screen, so now you know why we have things colored the way they are. Alright, but yes, we've got the hair base there. Now we can add another folder. This one will do frosting. Because that's going to be super easy. We'll do that one as a fill. And then that color is currently, we might want to change this one, but for now we'll put it as what I have in the reference sheet, which is this color. Hi, 8-bit! Why in the world are you seasoning Tanny with me? That doesn't sound right. Alright, and then this one needs to have a black mask, and then we just colored the frosting in. Kimchi is pretty good. But I don't remember the last time I actually had proper kimchi. Yeah. I know I've been really liking frickin' I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. The little the rice cake thingies that are covered in like sweet and spicy sauce. Those are really, really good. I found ones that have the carbonara flavor that I like from Buldak. And they're super, super yummy. How do you manage to make crockpot food dry? Isn't it like soaked the entire time? Unless you've done something different? I don't know.
I wonder if it happens when I do that with other letters. Let me see.
Kind of?
Triple A.
The AAA. It just kind of gave up at the end. Yeah, that sounds like you need to add more fat and sauce and stuff. Stuff to make it wet instead of dry. Alright, so we need to add another group. This one we can do the sprinkles. Do another fill. And this fill is going to be colored like this one. So let me grab that color. There we go. That color. Yeah, onigiri is not one of my favorites. I've not found onigiri I like. Which is a shame, because I want to like it. I've just... It has... I don't know. Like, I think it's because most that I've seen has been made with, like, vinegar or something, and I just don't like vinegar. Alright, so add a black mask to this one. Now we need to go through and color all of the sprinkles. Yeah, rice cakes are completely different. Plus, I believe, actually, is onigiri Japanese origins or like just Asian origins? Yeah, vinegar has very strong smells. And yeah, I bet true Japanese convenience stores would do them far better than the ones that I've found around here. It's proper Japanese origin? Okay. I could not be sure. Because a lot of that stuff is, like, cross- or pan-Asian and stuff. So you never quite know which one fully started it. Though I imagined Japan was proper rice origins, but I couldn't be sure. Alright, so now we just need one more for the hair clips. And it should actually have the same fill. Oop. Let me hydrate again. I definitely recommend trying it Eternal, but it might not be for everyone. It also depends on which filling you get. You can also just try and make it yourself, like Tanny mentioned. Why did I get smacked with cheese there? Alright, zooming in on these. I think these were the same.
Save.
Thank you for the reminder. I have not saved, so let me go ahead and save this. Let's see. Hair, outline, materials. New folder for the texture. Tanny hair. There we go. Saved! I should hope so. I hope the button does get broken in today. And the thing is actually open if other people want to submit their own sound effects for the save. I was also thinking about if I want to do another submission for people to just send in like hi or hello or something for the hi command, so that way I get an auditory thing too. But we'll see. And then I need these ones over here. What, the power to say hi? I mean, I'm still gonna approve everything that gets sent first, so no one's gonna be able to send anything too terrible. And if it is, like, too loud or things like that, I will adjust it, if need be.
Lemonade_Fox wants cat to shapeshift. 2D uncat.
2D uncat. Are you sure? Are you sure you want to go that cursed? Hang on. Well, we'll start with the regular amount of cursed. And we'll start with uncat. So there you go. Why should I not let Nick submit a hi? I mean, he can definitely submit it. Whether I accept it is a different question. Yep, and there's Tanny crying already. We haven't even done the 2D yet. This one. And then do... if we're wanting 2D, that would be... This should be, like, point that. Change that one to point that as well. Oh, well, that didn't quite work. But I am mostly 2D. I was trying to avoid the whole eye in one socket, and okay, well there, it's a little bit better. Oh, right, Silver, you've not been around that long, so this is your first time seeing the actual cursed shapeshifts that they make me do. Yeah, I know you don't like it, Tanny. That's pretty darn obvious. I don't know how long I'm staying in this one, but you could get it for at least a little bit. And then back to coloring these. I'm glad you like it, 8-bit. At least someone does. You have a new sleep paralysis demon? Oh, come on. This is not the worst I've done. This is tame compared to some of the other ones I've done. So, you will have many more sleep paralysis demons if you hang around here. The fact that my eyes are mostly staying in my head kind of shows that this is pretty darn tame.
Where did you put my mum? I don't know you.
Blame Lemonade. Lemonade's the one that did it this time. I nearly said blame Eternal, because Eternal's the one that usually does this. Remind you of a Picasso painting? Well, I guess that's nice, but it's also Picasso. Alright, so we've got that set. So this is all the base colors now, which should help with visualizing what this will actually look like. And then we can settle on what the materials actually look like. My eyes are even more in my size now. Yeah, one of them is. The other one is currently inside my head. Oh, and now my other one popped out. I didn't even know that I could do that. Alright, there we go. One eye looks anime, the other side looks... That is no plan. Yeah, that sounds about right. Ah! Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! You broke it! Someone else do it! You need 2 people at the same time. Ah! Frickin', I'll fix it myself then. Where's that frickin' pipe? Ah! Where is it? Where is it?
Use hydrate. It washes away the demon that replaced
It
mum.
does not. Hey God, where the frick is it? There we go. I found it. 2, 3. That didn't go down right. That was 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
The demon's drowning, it's working.
I'm glad I didn't take a drink before I saw that one. There we go. There was the last one. Alright, and that's 5 minutes of this cursed thing, so I'm gonna call that good. Hang on, if I do that, is that gonna... Yeah, there we go. Full reset. E. Well, I'm at least out of it now.
It worked, Mum's back.
Alright, this one's a little bit too EP for now, for the amount of chaos we have going on. So I will skip this song. There we go. I mean, my eyes can get much further away from my head. We have seen that before. If you wanna look at the clips of that, I recommend looking at the ones labeled Wildcat. There's one from a Portal stream that was very, very interesting to say the least. Oh, box. Come on, up. Box. Ah, no, come on, up. There we go. I got it. I was able to lift the box this time. I mean, if you remind me later, I can track it down too. Save you on some of the homework. Let's see. So we want probably a smart material. Maybe aluminum. Do aluminum for the hair clip. And then if we change this to just not have color, that should now be shiny metal on the hair clip. Yeah, there we go. So that should create an interesting metal on it. I don't know. I remember there are some there are at least other VTubers that have like various models that you can shift between based on like requests and stuff. But I don't know any others that will like actually change scale and stuff like that. But I also don't have time to watch many VTubers, so I could be wrong and there could be many.
Aluminium.
What, you want aluminium instead of... Well, it already is technically aluminium, it just has soft dust on top. But we can see about changing the color of it later if you want. But I think first let's figure out the other... Why is that there? That should be in there. There we go. That should be in that one. That one is. Good. Let's see, what would be a good way of doing the frosting? Maybe this thing? If we slap that there. That obviously does not look right, but that's because it has color on it. So if we change that to where it is not doing color there, and... no, maybe not. That still doesn't quite look like frosting, does it? Alright, let's get rid of the thing there. Nope, not duplicate layers. I want to delete layers. Remove layers. There we go. Alright, what else could we try? Is this one gonna work? Definitely not. I'm trying some weird things just because I've seen weirder things work. That one, actually, if we tweak it, might. Because that's not a terrible start. Oh, let's also do a bake mesh maps. And let me do that. Hydrate. Why do you have fish feet, Lemonade? Do fish have
Hey,
feet?
Cat, this is Blender. Go ahead and save before I crash again.
This isn't Blender, this is Substance Painter. But yeah, let me... I will bake the textures and then I will save. Alright, return to painting mode. Though, something didn't go right with those. We've got some weirdness going on there. Why? Is it because we have... Where's the thing? Oh. There we go. Also, make sure I have that saved. Oh, there it is. Mesh maps. I think if we remove ambient occlusion, yep, it was ambient occlusion being silly, because it often does that. And I agree. It is funny for it to call out Blender when it's obviously not. Alright, so then this one, we need base to not be color, and then we need the fabric base, which is currently set to a height map. But we also need to slap a height map to normals. So change that to filters, height to normals, stick that on top of everything, I think would be preferable. At the very top. There we go. Alright. So now we'll always see what it'll end up looking like in Unity, because the Playomi shaders that we use don't use height map most of the time unless we do some weird workaround stuff. Call out Blender and Hytale. Yeah, didn't it do that already? Last time we played Hytale, didn't that happen?
Baby bye baby bye baby 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 bop.
And now we've got Crisp in it too, okay. Let's see. I think the scaling on this is what's wrong. No? Oh right, because it's on the mask layer. I think? Maybe? Maybe not? Confuse. This one? No, that's a blur. So it's one of these that has tiling. Yeah, there we go. So that's getting that down. Shrink that down then. One of the weirder bits of this is just I have no idea what a good portion of these are doing. I just kind of keep fiddling with it until it looks right. Why does she want bleach water? That is concerning. And also, Chris, I just noticed you sent 100 bits for that. You know that works with like 5, right? You could do smaller amounts if you want to do the voice thingies. Ah. But thank you for the bits. Alright, and then this one, turn that down too. There's a lot of weirdness. Fair enough, Crisp. Hang on, if we turn off all of these, is there one I'm missing? Yeah, it's the creases. Okay, so creases is the one that's majorly doing it right now. No? We're not? UV projection. What if I swap all of those to UV projection? No, they already are UV projection. Huh. I'm a confused. Because how is all of that going off of that? Oh, is it the warp here? Yesn't? So like that, and then what if we do that and reduce fiddle with that? No? Even at 0. Well, that's on base color. That's why it's like that. Do I need to reduce this then? Yeah, that's part of it. Okay. Reduce, increase contrast, reduce contrast. No, I think this is just not working. All right, we'll get rid of this section and try again with a different setup. Preferably something that is a bit better. Not smart mass, we want smart materials. What about... This one's gonna be a weird one. Baseball hat? And then if we change... Why'd you spray your phone with water? That doesn't sound smart. Remove color from that one. And it still has that weirdness. What if we go to height and just reduce? No, it is very determined to have that like that. Yeah, it is all or nothing with this, which is weird as heck. I'm not trying to make it slightly transparent. I'm trying to give it more of, like, you know how you see the little bubbles in whipped cream and stuff, where you just have larger pockets sometimes? I'm trying to make it feel more like frosting or whipped cream-like. Though I suppose this is more like the frosting that you would see on cinnamon rolls. So maybe that's not the right method to go anyways. What about something glossier then? Maybe we try latex and then change the color on that. I don't think I could taste test this, I'll be honest. So remove color from there. And it still does the thingy. Hang on, for sanity's sake, let's hide that. Okay. So is it just the height to normal that's being screwy then? Because height to normal doesn't seem like it should be doing that. I guess that gets closer? That's more what I was envisioning. We're working on the 3D Tanny. And Tanny, I will overthink everything. You know me at this point. Maybe that way. Just don't use world units. That seemed to work. Alright, so I think that works now. I think that might just work as frosting. Also, why have I got creepy vibes from the crypt going? Why is this even on my list right now? This should not be in my play queue. There we go.
Hey, Cat, this is Blender. Go ahead and save before I crash again.
Yep, let me save. There we go. Save done. Now for the next question of, do we do sprinkles next or the actual hair next? We should probably do the actual hair. I think we'll do expand hair base. So we need to do the actual texture thingy, like the hair, which generally I actually like using wood to get the texture of the hair. So maybe this one will do. Is that gonna face the right way? That does not, but I might be able to make it. But let's check the other one then. Yeah, that's the one to go. That's the way to go. So if we do that, then we go and we remove the color from this. And then which one is doing the lighter aspect of it? Okay, so it is, we'll just get rid of the base wood entirely. We don't even want this. So remove that layer. And now we have what feels like hair strands going through most of this. And in fact, basically all of these are in the right direction, or at least a correct enough direction in my eyes. So next we just need to get that to feel more in the style we want, rather than the style it just comes in. Also, do we even want, like, I don't think we want the dirt, because we don't want Tanny's hair to feel dirty. So we can remove that layer. And then do we want, so we want wood fibers and we want wood veins, but I think let's get rid of the color on both. Color can be handled separately. You lay down, enjoy rest, Tanny. And then we want to add a stylization filter on top of this. So on top there, give it a second to think. And is it not going? Come on. Why are you just not? Stylization painterly? Eh? Why? Why you no stylize? It's me, it's stubborn. I mean, maybe a bit, but still. Does it have more layers than a cake? Possibly. It depends on how you define layers. Because we have 4 different sections in the hair, which could be counted as layers. And then within the hair alone, you've got like 3, 4-ish. So it has a lot. But it's all only under 1 UV. So, depends on how you count. Oh.
Hair.
Yes, it is hair. Now, why is stylization not working? Let me remove stylization again. Remove layer. What if we just plop? Okay, so that actually stylized this time. So, progress. Oh, maybe it's because it was below the height to normal. We could try and stylize just the whole hair at the same time, so maybe that'll work. But we're getting somewhere. You're playing ZZZ? Nice. Who are you maining at the moment? Or what is your team made up of? I don't play it myself, but I follow the animations a little bit, and I have boyfriend who plays it a lot. The other thing that we might want to try is switch to height and change these so that they are less. We still want them, we just want them to be less. There we go. That's starting to look more like hair. Oh, Caesar? Nice. Caesar is good from all of the ramblings I've heard from my boyfriend. Yes. You told me about that one, Tanny. Wait, why did you glitter the lemon, Eternal? And lemon stabbed you. I bet Caesar is, like, one of the best ones you could have unless they nerfed her. Alright, but yeah, I think that style of texture should work. We just need to make this feel more... what's the word? Stylized? Not quite.
Mom.
I don't know. What? You called for me? What's up?
Uppies.
You want uppies? Is that so? Hang on. Where is the Tanny? There is the Tanny. How far uppies do you want? Because I could... Here, I'll put you on your own head. How about that? that satisfy uppies? And I see Eternal is asking for uppies too, but that's with the uppies command.
Yes.
I'm glad you're happy, Tanny. Did I miss anything else happening in chat? Lots of biting and uppies. Sounds about right. Right, so got that in place. Back to stylization, messing around with. Let's try Painterly. Okay, so that does change the style of the shading too, or not the shading. The the normals, the thing that gives it texture. Let's try hand painted. That looks so shiny though. I don't want it that shiny. Contrast. Alright, we can get it to just not have metallic or roughness, which should keep it consistent. Opacity, emission, normals, height, and color all make sense. I'm glad you think the hair looks delicious, Brownie. Wait, you're in a biking section, Baller? Oh, you mean in the game? Yeah. And hang on. Okay, you guys actually want uppies here. So we've got Eternal. Eternal can be on Tanny's shoulder. And then, where is... There we go. Silver can be on Tanny's other shoulder. There you go. You all got uppies. Colorized. It's a weird one. Could just have it not affect color, but that's not what we want. Glad to help. And yes, you do get upside down sometimes. Neon has a weird take to it. Purple strokes. Why are these even like this?
Oil.
Oil? What do you mean oil? Oh, one of them looked like oil. Yeah, kind of did. It's also... this isn't even green. This was labeled as vibrant green. It is very orange. And no worries, Draconis. Happy to have you here. Shells... what was that? Cell shading. Which does work fairly well for the actual texture. It does give it more of a, like, anime style vibe to that. But something's going on here. What's up? Why, Mom? What has happened?
I fell.
Yes. You fall after a while. I don't think you should ride Tanny into battle. They're more likely to get knocked over by their own sword. Well, let's get rid of the curvature. Do I need to get rid of the other ones too? Because I think the bake was messing stuff up. Yeah. No, I guess that's fine. I'm confused as heck by what's happening here, though. Is that, like, somewhere else on the thing? Oh wait, no, that's clipping into itself, isn't it? Hang on, I need to fix that on the actual one then. It's like Thursday, but it was with Tuesday? What? But with Tuesday? I am confused. Hang on, did I miss something above that? How is your Tuesday and Thursday? Tuesday is good. Tuesday is being Tuesday. Let me pull up the thingy. Hide that one up there, and then I need the Tanny hair because this has an issue. It doesn't though. It does, but it doesn't. It confuses me. So let me grab these points, hide. Grab those points. Alright, that's probably... Actually, no, that wasn't even there, was it? This one needs to scoot back a bit. I don't know how you just now noticed that my eyebrows match my hair. Maybe because my eyebrows are so small that it's kind of hard to tell. And I don't recommend dogpiling the Tanny. They're gonna get crushed. Yee, they're quite thin. Tanny model, Tanny hair. Make sure that is exporting in the same way it was before. Yes, you were correct. That is me swapping the U and the R and misreading it entirely. Alright, so now if we re-import the mesh, there we go, that solved the issue. And then now we can do, first off, save, and re-bake our map thingies. So bake textures, and we'll probably get rid of ambient occlusion again, but we'll see. Turn to painting mode. There we go, that looks better. Yes, Tanny will crumble like a cookie. It is your birthday, Brownie? Is that what I am understanding? Happy birthday if it is. What do we... What? Wait, no, not creepy vibes from Direwood. We do not need the creepy vibes today. Why did I forget to remove that one? Though I suppose I'm not that surprised if I forgot to remove the,
This is Blender.
I just saved.
Before I crash again.
I will save again, though. Why is there so many random dots? That is concerning me. Is that curvature? No. Is it thickness issue? Wait, was it curvature? It was curvature. Okay. So get rid of the curvature thingy and then it's fine. And part of that is there are literal things on my screen too. Fair enough. Why does wood work so well? You mean for hair strands? It's because it is one of the few natural fibers you will see most often in textures. And so since hair is also a type of fiber, you can convincingly, like, fake it using the other fibrous thing that you have. Basically, most of the hair that I do is just wood. In fact, like, there was a, when I was working on Volky's retexture that he might be using soon, we'll see, it was very funny, because every time we reached something of like, okay, what do we do here? I pulled out a different wood texture, and it worked. And yes, my hair is wood too. You've recently got into Unity, so you could work on your VR avatar. Do you have any guides or beginner tutorials? Most of my actual, like, tutorial videos are going to be members only on my YouTube channel, but the only one that I currently have is a normals one. The next one that comes out should be a Vnyan specific one, which is the tracking software I use, on how my ears move, because I keep getting asked that. So I don't have any currently, but I do have like a bunch of videos or VODs just working on different aspects of modeling and stuff. But I don't think that there's any I would immediately point to unless you have a specific question. And yeah, I have worked hard on my face tracking. Heck, the last what was it, the last VOD that we did? One of the recent VODs was updating the face tracking on my VRChat avatar. And I ended up updating this one too, so now it can do sad better. It just looks more sad. There we go. Eternal, stop breaking things. How will your ears be rigged? Same as mine. So if you use Vnyan, it'll work the exact same. But in VRChat, actually, in VRChat, since you're going to be primarily using gesture-based expressions, like fist and stuff like that, it will be tied to those animations too. So it should work. You just have no idea what you're doing and don't want to break yourself in the learning curve. My best recommendation then is to find a avatar that is a like free avatar that's just out there and figure out its rig and how it has everything set up. So like the very first project I would recommend for anyone working on VRChat avatars is to just do a texture swap. Just pick an avatar you like and change the textures and figure out how that aspect works first. Because then you'll have not only how do you change materials and textures, but you'll also have how do you upload an actually functioning avatar. So that way you know that anytime that you mess up in the process, it's not going to be the avatar upload process that is tripping you up. It'll be something you did somewhere else. You don't use gesture because they're awful and sending you an anchor spike. Yeah, that's fair. Well, if you don't have face tracking and you don't have gesture expressions, then there's not going to be much I can do with your ears other than keep them wiggly. And yes, Draconis, that is about right. There is like one avatar I could probably suggest, but that if you're not a furry, it might not be up your alley, because there was a free furry base with like 4 ears and stuff that got posted a while ago that turned out to be like pretty darn good quality. Had full like face tracking and all kinds of crazy stuff too, so it is a great learning one. Though its complexity does also mean that you're gonna have more to sort through for what the frick stuff does. But if that's your goal, that's good. Oh, you plan to get face tracking? Then yeah, it'll be the same as mine, where like brow down and like spooked and stuff, like all of that should work the same, because I will port it with the same ear tracking that I use. And I've gotten super sidetracked, haven't I? So cell shading seems like it works for that, but I literally just changed one thing since I last saved. I got that sidetracked, but sure, I will save. Alright, let's check the other ones. So that was outlines. Semi-realistic is one where it's too much. Dusty is definite no. Vibrance. That's a weird one. That looks like you're supposed to be part of Sugar Rush, whatever that game from Wreck-It Ralph is. I did tell you to abuse the save button. You are correct. And you were good, Draconis. I am enjoying the tangents, even if I am getting distracted. Flat shaded isn't gonna work either. I think probably... I think the cell shading was actually just good. We just need to change the actual colors on it. So probably what I'll do then is let's go hair. We can do a new layer under this, have it be a paint layer, and then let's do brushes. What one do we want to work with here? Maybe charcoal, maybe that one will do. And then for the color, we can do that, maybe up the saturation. Something like there-ish. Don't eat packing peanuts. We've had this conversation before. Is that too much? That feels like too much. Also, wait, what is our texture set to? Let's set it to that. That'll probably help. You can eat a crocodile, but not the shoes. Is that what we want? That's a lot more detailed. I'm noticing that the hair is a little bit silly there. Oh, frick, not what we wanted. Hang on. I've realized that there's another thing we can do rather than that. If we go to... Actually, wait. What if we do... Remove that layer for now. Do another fill layer on top of that. Add a fill layer. And then this one can be... Bop, that's not right, but let me... Actually, this is gonna be a weird shot, but let's give it a try. If we grab one of Tanny's other colors, color that we've already used but should work. What did? Oh yeah, you're talking about cooking actual crocs, yes. Actual crocodiles, not the shoes. Base color, set this to multiply-ish, maybe? Tanny, those are not food. That's why you shouldn't eat them. Smart mask. And then we want something that will cover most of the lower one, maybe dirt ground. Is that not gonna work? You did fail at typing cheer. Don't eat the shoes. Why is like this? Filters. And let's do a, where is it? Levels? Something? Threshold? Maybe? That's not where I wanted that. Threshold on the mask. Here we go. Oh, hang on, there we go. There was the start of it. And then start fiddling with this.
T T T T T T T T T T T T T T T L M L M L M L M L M L M.
We up contrast more. What does it actually do? Okay, so that does a deeper edge. That does a softer edge. So probably low contrast. Change the level a bit more so that we get that more down. Now we're starting to be somewhere. Though it's also not quite what I was after. We can manually remove some parts of it, so that might still work, especially if we add like a blur or something. Okay, I'm not trying to make this blood, we're just struggling a little bit. Don't stab the tanny. What if we turn off using triplanar? No, that... Oh, wait, hang on, that does something. Okay, so that kind of smooths it out. And then... Crunch... What happens if we reduce that? It's fine. Curvature, reduce... Okay. So we want curvature up some, maybe not all the way though. What happens if we turn it up all the way? Okay, so it curves around like that. Probably about there-ish. Top-down gradient.
Crispnificent wants cat to shapeshift. Got anything you wanna show off? If not, our furry cat slash cat cat?
Anything I want to show off? I think the furriest one would be my winter outfit, because that adds extra fur. Is there one I want to show off, though? Not really. So I think I'll go with winter one, because this is one that is a little bit more rare since it is seasonal, essentially. I'm not going to pull this out on summer unless someone specifically asks for it. Yeah, it is fitting because of the weather. Also, there's one thing that I haven't seen before, and this might be cursed. So let's see what happens, because I'm going to undo it afterwards. Yeah, I just... it goes into my head. It's silly. Alright, back to doing this. I think I do like the higher gradient on this. It does make it a little bit smoother. And then... what if we push it a little bit higher? that not? Oh, I see. So that goes like all the way to there. We'll keep that up. World space normal. What if we up that? I don't know what this does. It seems to have corrected the lower bit. What about scratches? Or scatter? Okay, so scatter has pretty big effect. I think.
Creations for the car god. Matte caps for the project.
What in the world are you on about? I am not I am not a car god. And what matte caps? What have you done? And yeah, uncat is weird on this one, I agree. If I were a car, what make and model would I be? We have a whole like post on the Discord dedicated to that question. Most people seem to think that I would be a Mazda Miata. Ah, yeah, I did not get the reference. Yeah, Little Tex was the other common one. Yeah, so reset scatter. What if we turn down scratches? Okay, that doesn't seem to have much of an effect. So maybe that, and then...
I proof. Mood is going down.
Fair enough, Danny. Take care of yourself. What if we add a blur on top of this? That might work. So we put blur like right there, and then up the blur intensity. There we go. I think that helps. Because that makes it a lot smoother. I don't really like how it doesn't quite blend there. I am not a car! Can't be a car crash if I'm not a car. Well, it could be a car crash if the other thing is a car, but that's still not... I'm not a car. I don't go hunk. I go meh. Let's see.
Keidakat kaleidoscope. I proof now. Just had to correct.
Not a kaleidoscope either. Not a kaleidoscope, not a cabinet, not a car. I'm not gonna put a honk button in. No honk button. Alright, I'm not a crane either. Okay, Super Keidakat Collider is kind of funny. Yeah, no, not in the Cars universe. That is for sure. Let's add one more. Oop, not there. Add. Come on, can I not add paint? There we go. So now I've got to paint one. I am not being a car again. That is not what is happening here.
Keidakat.
What? I don't even know what that is. No. Even if I was a car, I wouldn't be Lightning McQueen. No. Come on, can I not paint on this? Okay, so that is painting. I was just painting the wrong one. Oop, too far back. Edit, redo. There we go.
Keidakat.
I don't know what that is still. There's already photoshops of me as a car. I have done some of them. Oh, it's the process of a cell and nucleus dividing. I mean, I do have two sides, but still, no. I mean, I'm certainly not fully straight, but my nose kind of is. Ketomitosis, blue-orange. That does seem like something that would be weird. Actually, let me undo that, and let me turn on mirror, because that should let me do both sides then. Cat would be the orange one. Keita would be the blue one, I feel like. Because Cat is very orange cat energy. I feel like there's bent as a slang term and I don't quite remember it, so I'm not gonna confirm that. Gayest straight friend is a funny statement, though. Okay, I think that works better now that I've got that kind of mapped out a little bit better. It is lagging quite a bit, which is kind of concerning. This is me trying to rotate smoothly. It just
You have
don't
some
work.
bits before I actually poof.
Oh, there we go. Take care of yourself, Tanny. And that is too many bits to throw all at once. Take care of yourself. There we go. That works better. Now that that's got that set up like that. Though we could do a little bit more around here, I think. Just pull it in a bit. Oh, yep, I am RGB. Wait, what? Be aloof again and look at your ears? What does aloof mean? Like, well, hang on, I know what aloof means, but how do I be aloof and pay attention to something? And that is a lot of points. There we go, hydrated. And then... pouty face? You mean the... I do know my ears clip through my hat a little bit. I struggle with complex things like that when I shapeshift sometimes. I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to specifically, though. Ghost ears? But they're real ears. Oh, and we have a real Frank. Boop the Frank. Yes. my ears are expressive. Oh, And we have a Fred. You gotta be Lazeouf? What? I am confused. What does Lazeouf mean? I am very confused. Oh, I got booped. Wait, I did it? It did the. What did it do? I don't know what you're talking about. What does that mean? What were you looking for? I am confused. Ears clipped through the front of the hat for a second? Oh, I know they clipped there. But I don't know which ones you mean. Unless it was the, come on, ears down. There we go. They clip down the sides. What? No stealing my arm! I need that! I say the weirdest things while streaming. You're going for quasi-aloof, but was thinking laissez-faire at a brain further. I'm still losing my mind. You're wrong on that bit, but we can both be wrong together. For the ear movement stream. Yeah, the ear movement is it's very silly with how it is. I still need to record the how the frick I work all of that black magic, because I fear the day that I lose the node graph that runs that, and I don't know if I can get it working the exact same without having something tell me exactly how I did it. What, don't tell me that I've already lost it? Or what? One, 2, 3. It gives you points for the stream avatar stuff. Normally they have, like, normally there's a shop set up that you can, like, purchase cosmetics for your little avatar that runs along the bottom. But I currently have everything set to free because I kept changing avatars and didn't want people to buy something that they might lose. Oh, come on. Up. Up. Come on. There we go. Almost. Come on. Okay, I mostly got it off. Is I feisty? Depends on what you do. I think I am remarkably well behaved for a cat. Alright, let's do... This needs more shading on it, I think. No, don't commit violence. Silver, what did I even do to your couch? Well.
Save your progress.
Alright, I will save. Where is opacity? Turn up opacity. That should make this easier. Yep. I did not encourage your cats to do anything. I have not even spoken to them. I can barely speak to my own cat. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Do I need to tweak the actual shine on it, though? Because it is looking pretty shiny. You have not even convinced me I'm a car. I'm not going to convince other cats they're cars. No, do not commit arson. Wait, who needs $10? I'm confused. And I'm gonna shapeshift back. There we go. Yeah, the little chitter thing is cute. I'm debating if I want to tweak the colors of the hair clips and the sprinkles. There are probably quite a few lurkers. I don't know if Twitch is still doing the struggling to count things, but I don't really pay attention to the viewer count while streaming anyways, or at least I try not to. I do not recommend robbing anyone. We do not encourage crimes here. And super EP song, not ready for that. Not EP time. Where is my thingy? There we go, skip that. They do the little chitter thing. I also do the wiggles sometimes when I'm getting ready for something. EP song is nice. I'm just not EP not I am not EP levels right now. Yes, the butt wiggle EXE. Cause winter is very EP mood. Like the snow is an insulator that quiets things down and it's nice. Yes, I do have the tongue modeled. I have the tongue where it's quite expressive as well. I can do that I could do all that. It is silly tongue. But I have gotten super distracted from things. What do we think of the colors of the sprinkles and the hair clips? Because I feel like they could do to stand out a little bit better. And hi, Thaddeus, how are you? We could try silver hair clips. You want to make a real world version of one of my shorts? Which short? The clips especially. The clips is the bit of a harder one. I can be RGB brownie. Oh, and they were snowbaits. Yes, do the and they were snowbaits one because that one's funny. I like that one. And that one is very easily reproducible without causing any harm, unlike some of the Are We There Yet shorts. It's like takoyaki. It kind of does, doesn't it? Silver best call for them. Let's see. So let's go to the hair clips, and then we will add. Oh, there it is. Okay. So that was. We're just gonna scoot this one out on top first. Oh, I guess we just have it there. That works too. Then we will duplicate this one. And now we have one that we can literally just play around with the color. So if we say like lighter color, that's what pure white on the hair clips would look like, which I don't think it's going to work. I do want to stick to a color Tanny can see, so maybe let's try the other end of the spectrum of what Tanny can see, which would be like that one. I don't think blue's gonna work though. I am not chocolate on the inside, no. Yes, Tanny is pretty darn colorblind. If you look back at the stream we did for my birthday with the Portal co-op race that we did, it was pretty funny because Tanny can't see. They're like, Tanny kept thinking that they were pink when they were the orange one. They thought their portals were red and pink. So I had to be very, very careful of what colors I told them to drop. I know Tanny can't see yellow. They frequently get confused by it. You meant silver hair clips. Well, silver would basically just be doing white, which I don't think quite works. Or maybe grayish, but that's still... It kind of works, kind of doesn't. Your name is problematic? Eh. Yeah, that is correct, Crisp. And it's the... Yeah, no, I've forgotten it too. I thought I had it for a second, I don't. Copper, I don't think is a color Tanny can really see either. But we can... Because it kind of gets close to the hair color again. I'm just gonna click around this for a little bit. I think the other question is, do we want to go like darker? Because we can't just go dark on them. That actually kind of looks cute, but I don't know if that works. Let's come back to this one. We'll leave that there for now. Let's try changing the color of the sprinkles. We will duplicate this as well. And then let's change that to be the other color Tanny can see. I do think having that be the blue does help. I'm curious whether we want to do like a half and half type one, because that might be cute. Like if we have this be black mask, and then hard, turn off the mirror mode. Like just pick and choose which ones we want. Maybe this one up here too. That sounds right, but I just know that that's a form of color blindness. I can't say for sure if that's one Tanny has. You're definitely doing good. It's just a matter of the details right now. Do we want that last one to be 2 or... How does one edit their critter? In Twitch side, there should be a panel in the About section that will let you change it. Maybe do that one too. No, I don't like that one. Yeah, I think that last one should probably be blue too. And yeah, it does definitely help to kind of give it a bit more dimension. Well, you edit yourself. That is how you edit a critter IRL. Hang on. There's one more thing I can do. Because I just remembered that I have a whole other thing. If we grab this one, actually no, that one might be a bit close. This one. So then if we do duplicate this layer again, change that to that color. Okay, so there's the other, because we could do 3 colors. You are a critter, Eternal. So if you so much as get a haircut, you've edited a critter. So add a black mask to that one. Let's do maybe this one, this lower one. Nope, not that black mask. We want that on this black mask. I am not a car! And then I think doing... Do we want to do that top one or do we want side one? I think top one. That one. And then edit this. You were the second person to ask if I can be commissioned to make a model to use on my own streams. I said yes last time. So, technically, but it's going to be, like, it's gonna take a bit, to say the least. Alright, what do we think about 3 colors of sprinkles?
Save.
Yes, thank you for reminding me to save. But yes, I do have a commission section in my Discord, though commissions are currently closed while I sort through the ones that I have. I don't know if I want to comment on how punishable I am. That just doesn't sound right. You want uppies again, Eternal? You had uppies earlier. I really need to do an uppies redeem or something. Actually, no, I don't want to do an uppies redeem because I don't want to have to do that. Pay bits. I am more likely to do it when you pay bits, but I'm also not going to set that precedent of I will do it every time you pay bits, because that can get me in trouble. So it's a matter of how funny is the bit. I don't mean that as make a joke, but that would be funny. Uppies could be interpreted that. Last time I gave them uppies, I stuck them on Tanny's shoulders. Wait, why is that? I didn't even realize that the Twitch had some weird highlight message bits thing. That's a weird one. I have not seen that before. Alright, hang on. Wait, I'm unflappable? I have a gif of me flapping. I posted it on the on the Discord earlier, Crisp. Oh, and there go the lights. Hang on, where is... There we go, I found the silver. Hang on. There we go. Head. Alright, I will put you on Tanny's head. And Eternal, you can cuddle with Silver. Let's see, any of the other ones I want to tweak. I think let's swap that one for red. But if I do that, I feel like I need 4 colors of sprinkles. Hang on, how many colors of sprinkles did I have on Tanny's logo? That's the other question. Tanny's logo had 3 colors, but it also had the blue as the background. Yes, my eyes do too. Yes, I am flappable. I can do the flaps. It's just not very good. Not here anyways. There's not much room. Oh, and the frosting color is one of the other sprinkle colors. So I've technically only really got 3. Do I want to know what you've made a clip of? Well, I guess I'll figure it out later when I make the cat call for it. Crisp, thank you for the sub. Oh, the impenetrable one. Yeah, okay. That's valid. I can't even argue with that one. I knew when I said it that it was going to be clipped out of context, either by me or someone else. Alright, so what am I doing with this? Because I think... Maybe if we swap that one to blue... Oh, we need that up. Okay, so that one's blue. And then we can make that one pink. So that one becomes pink. Swap to that one. That one pink. There we go. That feels slightly more balanced, I think. I'm still not quite sure about that root color. Maybe we'll make that more red. Maybe we just adjust this to up the saturation. There we go. I think that helps it a little bit. Though that's probably a bit too much. Something there? Do we like the 3 colors, or was 2 colors better? You like 3? Okay. It's a lot of liking 3s. So we will say sprinkles are good, unless... Because I just realized I didn't change the texture of them at all, but default really works with those. That just looks like sprinkles, so I think we're fine. What? What? No one has requested tie head to a lamp as a command. I don't think I would have even thought of that one on my own. That is an interesting place to put a note to yourself. The sprinkles look like sprinkles. Good. That means I've done something right. Maybe what we do for this... Hang on, let me close that folder. Let's try making that same color as those for a second. So then if we have like lighter and then smart materials.
Save.
I don't know why I picked up my water for that, but yes, save. There we go, extra hydrate too. Yes! I do look pink in Hatsune Miku to Tanny. Let's try putting like chrome on here. Drop that down. Does that work well at all? Yesn't? I don't know if that actually functions better than that one does. What about aluminum? I think that might be closer actually. Looks shiny. My confusion will create a permanent memory. Fair enough. I mean, if it helps you remember, I am happy to help. What other shiny ones? Oh, maybe we do glass film. That one. And then if we turn off the opacity so it stays solid, that is too reflective, I think. What if we up the roughness? Maybe a little bit lower than that. Give it time to process. I've not tried growing a beard before. Just doesn't feel like me. And that would be Smart Crisp. I kind of like it more mirrored, but I also see how that could be a problem. I could make a beard for my avatar, but beards are annoying, honestly. They are super annoying to model. Well, at least whenever you have, like, the face tracking and stuff, because you have to then make sure that face tracking works for every combination with the beard, and it's just not fun. And that does sound like something Tanny would do. I think that looks nice. So that's probably correct level of shine. Which means that I can then remove the other ones, because we don't need these. So remove those layers. I don't want to be a Galarian Meowth. That's like... I don't like that Meowth. I don't know what that word is, Crisp. I am confused. What does that look like with the original base color? Okay, yeah, that blends way too much into the hair. So definitely not that one. We've got same color as the frosting as an option. And then let's duplicate that and we can grab the blue or cyan, whatever Tanny can see. There we go. There's that option. Make it like a dollar store beard. I mean, I could try and do something like that, but it's... eh. I don't know. Because I do want to experiment more with props in VNyan, kind of like Fred and Frank, but I don't have the time right now. We'll duplicate this one too. And let's try a darker one. What if we do, like...
Eternal 2319 wants cat to shapeshift. Make hair as tiny as possible.
I don't like doing that one though. Hang on. Her root there. It's a maple cookie.